you so much, and thank you everyone for joining us. Spike TV is thrilled for the debut of the Premier Boxing Champions on Spike TV Friday, March 13th at 9 p.m. from the Citizens Business Bank Arena in Ontario, California. Today we're going to have Berto and Josesito Lopez, as well as Shawn and Roberto Garcia. Thank you guys for joining us. First up, we're going to have Shawn and Roberto, and then a little while later, Andre and Josesito will be available. Also, please note that Spike TV's head of sports, John Slusser, is also available on the call for any questions from our end. And operator, let's get to questions.
If you would like to ask a question or have a comment, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. This will place your question in the order it was received. Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad now. And our first question comes from Kell with Ring TV.
Hey, my question is for Shawn. Shawn, coming off the Kell Brook fight and being able to be on this card on Spike TV, how important is it for you to have not just a winning performance, but to be exciting as well?
It's important to the team and we know that, and we train like that. We train so that every fight I look great, I look sharp, I'm in shape, and I'm prepared for whatever is in front of me. So this fight against Roberto Garcia is just like any other fight. I got to come in there. Not only do I have to win, but I have to be exciting as well.
And so to follow that up is, with Roberto, how are you looking at him coming into this fight? Does this seem like a must-win situation for you? Because, most fights are. But coming off of a loss, is this really a must-win situation for you in the welterweight division?
Again, I'm going to treat this just like every other fight. Every fight is a must-win because we are winners. We want to win. Simple as that. I don't look at Roberto Garcia like he's, any less of any other opponent I've already faced. I look at him just the same, like he's coming in here to take something from me, and I have to defend it.
Our next question comes from Brian Hazik with Bleacher Report.
How you doing, Shawn? I spoke to you a few weeks back in preparation for this fight, but now that we've actually already seen the first PBC event, and I know you mentioned in the last answer that you're wanting to look good, but do you feel any extra pressure to really shine, especially here, because you got a Friday night spot as opposed to a Saturday night spot? Do you feel any extra pressure after that first event, or is it just still more of the same?
You know what? I kind of feel a little extra excited, and I think that's just because I know what's in front of me. It's a very big opportunity, and I do expect to get in there and have some fun with PBC, with Spike TV, and just, win and look good doing it, I think, no extra pressure or anything like that. I think I'm made for the limelight, and I'm ready for it.
All right, and to follow that up with one other question, we saw the presentation and the production of PBC, the way it looked in the first event. You have something special planned for the way you're going to arrive to the ring, or is that something we got to wait to see?
As far as I know, that's something you got to wait to see. I know that they spent a lot of money on this production. They want it to be fabulous, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make it fabulous for them. So whatever they want me to do, that's what we'll do, and we'll have fun doing it.
All right, man. Appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Lem Satterfield.
Hey, Shawn, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Lem? Good to talk to you.
Always. Good seeing you last week. Picking up a little bit on, obviously you were physically there for that presentation. You watched it. You were in the arena for it. Did you envision yourself this coming week participating in that? And what are your impressions of the overall presentation and the excitement that you felt?
Yeah, I always do that when the guys are coming to the ring, when there's big punches landing and all that kind of stuff. I kind of quickly close my eyes and envision myself going through it, hearing it, feeling it. That way, if anything, it's nothing new to me when I'm in the ring doing it. I thought that the whole production was fabulous, and I just can't wait to get in there and do my part.
And I know that Roberto, and I'll get to him in a second, had told me that he had worked with you in the past at Freddie Roach's gym and some other. How many rounds would you say, and how many camps would you say that you and him have participated in together?
You know, I can't really estimate how many camps or we actually haven't done any camps together. But I don't count rounds. You know, I know that it was quick experience, it was good experience, and it's the time is here for us to fight. So all of what we've done in the gym is out the door, and it's time to get in there and take care of the real business.
So you don't your motive for your just lost biggest offense. You don't see any difficulty separating yourself from the familiarity of having worked with Roberto and your relationship with him at all in this fight?
Not at all. It's just who I am. It's my personality. I understand what I have to do. Simple as that.
You're the best, man. Thanks a lot. And Roberto, are you there? Roberto? Is Roberto there?
Oh, Priscilla.
I'm right here.
He's on the line now.
Here, bud. Hey, Roberto, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm right here. I'm just here. I'm making some breakfast.
okay. So, Shawn was actually physically in the arena last week. He experienced, the bright lights, and it was a different presentation. I mean, the guys had to walk out with no entourage. There was no ring announcer, no ring card girls. It was definitely an adjustment according to some of the fighters. Did you watch the presentation? Did you envision yourself going through it? And also, do you think he has any kind of advantage of having physically been there and been a part of it?
Well, honestly, Bob, I'm not really in, I don't really look at stuff like that, I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even feel cameras or anything like that. I walk in, man, it's Friday, I go in the ring, I put on, my gloves on, wrap, I listen to my coach, Roberto, and it's Friday, I get in there, let my hands go, and, let it be, let it be. It's Friday, no pressure, I'm going to just be in there, be me, be Roberto Garcia, and that's it, Bob, you know what I mean?
Now, you had said to me that you actually characterized your relationship with Shawn as we're friends when we talked before. Can you estimate how many rounds and how many camps you guys have worked together? And do you see any advantage or disadvantage in having been in sparring together and been so familiar with each other?
Yeah, you know what? And it's been cool, whatever, but it's just like, let me just say this, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I always keep it real. I don't sugarcoat anything, I say the truth. And the thing is that me and Shawn have boxed together, and I've been fine. I've had fun with him, but we've been boxing. I've been boxing him as a friend. Now, on Friday, I'm not gonna get in there as a friend. And to be honest with you, I don't even know him anymore. I don't know him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's just he's another guy in front of me that I gotta take care of on Friday. And I'm just being real, man. I'm in to do my job to better my life for my family.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. My last question for you is, does your career, having literally been, up and down in weight, you fought at 147, you fought at 160, do you feel that has helped you to be right where you are? Do you feel like you're going to be a stronger, better fighter at 147? Is this the right weight for you?
Yeah, it's definitely my way. I am a natural, a very strong, successful welterweight. It's just that it's me. I never had the luxury of being managed properly. You know what I mean? So that's why I have to earn my way to get here. It's different. There's no handouts in my career. That's for sure. I have to earn everything that I've gotten in my career. Everything, literally. I've taken fights on short notice, fights out of my weight class, and I've taken fights when not even being in shape. Because I gotta do what I have to, boss. You know what I mean? I'm not excusing it. I'm explaining it, man. You know what I mean? There's a reason that I've come up the way I've come. It's just, I'm not saying I'm special, but it's different the way I've done it, you know? It's a throwback status. That's why they call me the last throwback fighter. It's just different the way I've come up in my career. It's totally different than we usually see. And it's just, I mean, every fight has their own story, you know what I mean? But it's my story, you know what I mean?
And my last question is, how do you see this fight being? Do you see it being him boxing and you brawling, or do you see it being a mutual brawl, toe-to-toe? How do you envision this fight playing out?
I'm sorry, but I didn't hear you.
Do you think this is going to be a toe-to-toe fight? Do you think he's going to box and you're going to try to make him fight you? How do you see this fight playing out?
You know, honestly, if he thinks this is just another fight, I'm sorry, man, but that's a mistake right there. Because this opportunity, you know, we have taken advantage of this. We have taken advantage of this. There's no excuses. On Friday, we're straight 100%. There's no excuse. I'm gonna go in there, and it's all gonna go, bro. You know, I have nothing to say, man. I'm gonna be all I can be on Friday. Everything. You know, and you know, this is we're not sparring, man. We're fighting, and I said, boss, I'm gonna be in there, and I'm gonna fight my ass off, boss.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question comes from Mike Woods with Sweet Science.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to do the call. I appreciate it. First question is for Showtime, Shawn Porter. Shawn, presumably we're going to get a lot of people tuning in, maybe who haven't watched much boxing before, haven't seen you before. So I'd actually like your assessment of Garcia. Your scouting report on Garcia, what sort of fighter is he?
He's a lot like what Lamb was asking him in the previous question. He's a brawler. He's a tough fighter. He's a hard-nosed competitor. We know that, and you know we're prepared for that. So we can bang, but we can also box.
Okay. And Mr. Garcia, the same question is for you. For people that haven't watched much of any boxing, what's your scouting report on Shawn Porter? What does he do well, and what maybe can you take advantage of?
I'm sorry about that. I had trouble hearing you there.
My question is the same for you. Basically, your scouting report on Shawn Porter. People haven't seen him fight before. What does he do well, and what maybe can you take advantage of?
I won't. My team, they're the ones that know how to mimic Shawn and move like him. We know who he is. You know, I know exactly who Shawn is. You know, he is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. At this level, at this type of competition, everything's competitive. That's what we're sportsmen. You know, but that's it. I mean, I don't think he's ever, faced somebody like with my type of style. You know, it's gonna be like that. You never see something that he's gonna see on Friday. You know, I'm not, talking smack, but it's just that style that he's fought. He hasn't fought a guy like me, not like me. You know, and I fought him good boxers and punches as well. I fought a variety of styles. You know, and it's like, this is a fight that I'm very happy to have. When they first told me about this, man, I was so happy, man. We were all happy for this opportunity. I mean, I want to be here. I mean, I'm happy for this fight. I mean, we wanted this for a long time, you know. They had told me his name. They have told me his name before, and we said yes. Yeah, it wasn't plan B, it was plan A. You know, it's not. This is a great opportunity for us, man. This fight could change our lives. It's going to us fighting. You know?
This fight can change our lives. And last quick question for each of you guys. Adrian Broner drew some heat on social media by saying afterwards that, the last time I fought with my heart, I lost. Now I'm just basically going to fight smart, and that means not take as many chances and not fight as much for the fans. I'm wondering what you guys think of that. Or you're basically, do you think about taking risks and fighting for the fans? That's the first question for Shawn. I believe it's about providing excitement for the fans. I'd like to speak to that. Get your take on that. What Broner said afterwards.
Well, for me, it's easy. I just have an exciting style. and I do what it takes to win. So for me, it's easy to fight and do what my corner wants me to do, and it be exciting for the fans. I think that's maybe what separates me from most guys is I just already have an exciting style that the fans are going to appreciate. For me, it's about a matter of doing what my corner is asking me to do and carrying out our game plan and, winning and looking great doing it.
And a question for Mr. Garcia also. Broner said afterwards, the fans don't pay the bills for him. He's not going to fight where the fans is fight exciting for them. He's going to fight smart and not as much a fan-friendly style. What are your thoughts about that? Do you think about entertaining the fans, or do you just fight for you?
Me, boss, I fight for my people. I fight for my people. They keep me straight. That's what I do, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I grinded hard in the ring on a daily basis. Everybody that backs me up, I fight for them. I fight with so much emotion, man. It's not, it's more than just boxing. I'm not about all that, what do you call it, the media and all that stuff, man. This is more important to me than that.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate your time. Be well.
And we have time for 2 more questions for this group. Our next question comes from Nestor Gibbs with the Boxing Voice.
Hey, Shawn. How you doing?
Yes, what's up?
Man, just excited, man. I hear that Roberto Garcia sounds very motivated. Is that all any surprise to you that he is putting so much weight on this fight, being able to change his life? So basically, it feels like he knows you're a big name, and he's going to be able to take advantage of that and catapult his career to the next level.
No, not at all. I'm not surprised. I know he's working hard. I know he's doing what he wants, what he thinks he should be doing to get ready for this fight. I understand that, he's had a rough life, and, I am familiar with him and, his upbringing and, all that. So, I expect him to, treat this fight as if it's the biggest fight of his life, as he has said. So, again, we treat every fight like it's the biggest fight of our life. So we've done the same things we always do, work extremely hard in camp. That way the fight is not easy, but we come in there doing everything we can do to win that fight.
Now, we had interviewed you over this past weekend, obviously, you were live at the fight. You had mentioned studying some Pacquiao tapes and picking up different things he does with angles that you're going to try to implement into this fight. But it seems that Roberto Garcia is the style that you would want to resort to the old Shawn Porter, the one that's right there in front of his man, because this guy isn't going to hold you.
A couple things. I think that quote that I made was kind of out of context. I was asked, what did I take from the camps with Manny? So, there's nothing, that I haven't watched a Manny Pacquiao fight in some time now, since his very last fight. So I don't think I'm actually implementing anything that I've learned from him for this particular fight. And the other thing, too, is there is no old or new Shawn Porter. There's only one Shawn Porter. I'm a very versatile fighter. So in this fight, you will see a lot of different things. You're going to see everything that works, everything that's going to be, what we think is going to win this fight. It's going to be a lot of fast stuff, a lot of quick stuff, and a lot of powerful stuff. So you're going to get it all. You're going to get all the Showtime Shawn Porter this fight.
Well, thank you, Shawn. And my next question is for Roberto Garcia. Roberto, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing?
I wanted to ask you, do you feel that you're going to be able to overpower Shawn Porter, being as though that he fought as high as 160, and you come down gradually to 147? So you feel you basically changed your body for this division, so naturally one would assume you're the stronger fighter.
Yeah, I feel fine, boss. Again, I'm fighting at middleweight, at junior middleweight, at welterweight. It's just it's not. I don't know about that. Just I think my mind, the way we see things, the way we believe fighting. It's not about a weight class and things like that. It's just mentally, I think I have a lot of mental strength to do things in life, in the ring, and whatever is in front of me, man.
I'm not there to excuse me. I'm there to get the job done. You know what I mean? And it's like even one of my sparring partners, a real good sparring partner I had in camp, that was getting great with everybody. He told me himself, he said, man, you're like a street fighter. You know, you know, I appreciate that honesty from him, you know. And it's just like, I do what I have to win buff, you know. I do what I have to at any rate. I mean, literally, you know, I mean, it's amazing that I'm even here talking to you guys right now, that I'm here with this fight, you know, because I always say, and I mean it with all my heart, that I'm not even supposed to be here, man, you know.
It seems like from the beginning of this call, that's been your motivation and your drive, the fact that you know this fight can catapult you and your family to just a whole nother life. Can you just speak on that a little?
Yeah, I mean, with this fight here, you know, with this, it's a beautiful thing that I'm fighting a very known opponent, a fighter like Shawn, because beating Shawn Porter, man, people will know who you are. You know, people will say things like that. You know, just to see that guy that beat Shawn Porter, that'll be everything you need, you know, as far as boxing goes. You know? And to me, this is a fight, man. This is a fight. And I'm here to fight, bro. I am here to fight. Believe me, I'm fighting. I'm here to fight, man. And we're shaking, and I'm so ready for this, you know. And we're just counting days, man. Me and my people that support Team Amenaza, that's my corner, my people, man. And I just honestly, brother, man, we're just counting the days, man. It's beautiful, man. And we're here.
Well, that's all my questions. Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steph.
Right down.
And those are all the questions that we have for this group.